Hello, and welcome to the very first part of the course. We're going to be covering quite a lot of topics that span from front end to back end. But by the end of this course, you should be comfortable using all these tools and technologies. Although these topics may seem quite different from one another, the course was designed in a way to have everything flow together. Although you can skip sections, I recommend you watch them in order because I show you how to connect the dots on all of these technologies and what you can do to build great professional software. And the software that can compete with some of the biggest tech firms. So hold on tight because we're going for a ride. The very first topic we're going to cover is the exciting topic of SSH. SSH, or Secure Shell, is a protocol. What does that mean? You may have heard of other protocols like HTTP, HTTPS, FTP. These are all ways to connect two computers and have a shared agreement of how to communicate. That is their protocol, or language, that they can speak, and SSH is a way for machines to communicate with one another. For example, HTTP, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol, allows you to send files over the internet like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files between browsers and servers. FTP, or File Transfer Protocol, allows you to send files as well and is often used when you upload files to something like HostGator or a generic hosting platform from your computer. HTTPS is similar to HTTP, but it is encrypted. That means third parties can't read the files being transferred if they intercept the messages. And there are many other protocols like IMAP that allow users to send emails and tons of others. And just like these, SSH is another protocol that allows us to communicate between two computers over the internet. It allows users to share files as well as control and modify remote computers over the internet. Sounds pretty cool, right? It was created as a secure way of communication, which again encrypts all data so bad actors can't monitor you. And don't worry, I'll go deeper into each one of these points later on in the videos. Now you might be thinking, okay, so what's the difference exactly from HTTPS? I mean, they're both a form of communication and they're both encrypted. Well, just like a web browser uses the HTTPS protocol to talk with servers and display websites, a shell needs a certain protocol to enable data exchange or communication between two devices and not just a browser and a server. And that's why SSH is called Secure Shell Protocol. It's a protocol to use over shell. And if you remember, a shell, unlike a browser, allows you to talk to the operating system. Yes, you've used your command line before, right? With SSH, I can use my terminal right over here, which represents my computer, to talk to another computer. Let's say this was another computer somewhere in the world. Well, I can now communicate using SSH from my computer to this computer over here through our terminal. Now, the significant advantage offered by SSH over its predecessors is the use of encryption to ensure secure transfer of information between host and the client. The host refers to the remote server you're trying to access, while the client is the computer you're using to access the host. And as you can see, that bad guy up there that looks very suspicious, he can't read our messages because of encryption. It's secure. Now in the next video, I'm going to show you how to use SSH and finally talk about why this is useful for a web developer. Trust me, it's going to be fun. See you in that next one. Bye-bye.